Alright, good afternoon everybody. Here we are with break number 41. Our team list is Broncos, Brendon, Dahlen; Raiders, Sean Carroll; Bulldogs, Toby Jay; Sharks, Matt Price; Titans, Ben Trim; Manly, Andy Lipton; Storm, Sean Carroll; Knights, Jeremy Wells; Cowboys, Waylon Ward; Eels, Jeremy Timmins; Panthers, Waylon Ward; Rabbitohs, Dylan Cameron; Dragons, Scott Johnson; Roosters, Adam Boase; Warriors, Troy Roberts; and Tigers, Peter Walsh. Alright. I'll flick over to this one while we open up. Check out our case card for today. Today's case card is James Tedesco and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, number 55. So we have Roosters and Warriors, Adam Boase and Troy Roberts. We'll randomise this at the end, guys. Chuck that in there. Alright, we'll get these out. Right. Flip back over to here, guys. We'll get stuck straight in. Hits are kept till the end. Hopefully we catch them in time. Welcome everybody. Alright. First pack, box one, here we go. We've got James Tedesco, Dahlen medalist for Roosters. We have Dean Ware, parallel for Panthers. Women's NRL, Maddie Studden for Dragons. Close game last night. Hey Brendon. Jessica Surgis, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Corey Oates, parallel for Broncos. James Maloney, games played for the Warriors. Jessica Surgis, Female Player of the Year for Dragons. David Clemmer, parallel for Knights. I don't have a table over here, Mum, at the moment. We're on, Kira Dibb for the Roosters, Women's NRL. That box up there is the one we were using. It's empty, isn't it? Should be. Tigers checklist. Roosters club photo. Just a heads up as well, guys, if you haven't seen the info from TLA, if you read the back of the photo cards, it does say if they cannot obtain a 2020 photo, a 2021 photo will be used, which means we might not receive the 8 club photos till next year. James Graham, parallel for Dragons. No. Oh, yeah, look at the side. Knights club photo. Yeah. It would have been me when she was back in. Oh! Cody Nicarima, Warriors parallel. Women's NRL, Appy Nichols for the Warriors. Yeah. Three in the sim bin at one at the same time. That was quite interesting. Millie Boyle, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Nick Kotrick, parallel for Raiders. Oh, I meant to set up KO before I started, so we could watch the first game. Titans parallel checklist. Do we have any cases without black diamond sets? Well, yes, there are, because we've opened them, just not on camera. All the ones we seem to have given to the breaks. You all seem to have lucked out on that, let me tell you. Brett Morris tries scored for the Dragons. Yeah. You can see how many we've listed on the website, and I reckon more have come out in the breaks than customers that have broken them at home. Liam Martin, White Young Guns, Panthers. James Tedesco, Roosters parallel. Yeah, that's definitely something that ended up in the customer's favour than ours. Master Series, Billy Slater, Storm. Damien Cook, Rabbits parallel. Cameron Smith, games played for Storm. And we are running out, guys. We only have a certain number of break cases allocated. We've finished opening cases ourselves. Sharks checklist parallel. So our stock is very fast starting to dwindle. Akula Iwate, try scored for Knights. Ali Brigginshaw, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Tom Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. Oh, not a bad box to start the break off with, guys. We didn't end up with many hits on the table, but that little special packet there, that makes up for that. So, let's see what else we can find. And don't forget, we have our priority box at the end. Make sure you got your tips in, everybody. Missed out on last night's game if you haven't already got them in, but still plenty of games to be played. Sorry guys, just cleaning up my base cards so I don't make a mess. Dry Arrow parallel for Titans. Parramatta redemption card for the Eels. Women's NRL, Jessica Surgis for Dragons. White Young Guns, Adam Dewey for the Tigers. Brody Croft, parallel for Broncos. Jonathan Thurston, assist for Cowboys. Cameron Smith, Captain of the Year, Dahlen. Jared Croker, parallel for Raiders. Knights parallel checklist. Kira Dibb, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Trent Merrin, parallel for Dragons. Aisha Lee Smalley, Women's NRL for the Warriors. About halfway through box number 2, guys. Dylan Napa, parallel for the Bulldogs. Brett Morris, try scored for Dragons. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for Warriors. Women's NRL, Appy Nichols for the Warriors. Adam Reynolds for the Rabbits. Rabbits club photo. Master Series, Billy Slater. Brent Naden, parallel for Panthers. Cameron Smith, parallel for Storm. Rita Maynard for the Roosters. Josh Jackson, Dahlen, Proven Summons medalist. Cowboys checklist. Brendon wants to know if we have any cases that don't have black diamonds in them. Cameron Smith, games played for Storm. Yeah, that's what I said. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Women's NRL, Millie Boyle for the Broncos. Cameron Smith, points scored for Storm. Alright, send the box 2, guys. Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. So this is box 3, Master Series, Billy Slater in the Storm jersey. Angus Crichton in the Roosters, parallel. Broncos club photo. Nathan Brown, parallel for Eels. Women's NRL, Crystal Tamarua. Cameron Munster, Dahlen, 5/8 of the year. Blake Brayley for the Sharks. Racine McGregor, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Bulldogs parallel checklist. Manly club photo. Carroll and Ponga parallel. Karina Brown, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Ken Momalo, Winger of the Year, Dahlen for the Warriors. Dragons checklist parallel. Jared Croker, points scored for Raiders. Shaylee Bent, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Jihamat Shibasaki for the Knights. White Young Guns. Thomas McHale for the Tigers, parallel. Andrew McCulloch, tackles made for Broncos. Ryan Pappenhausen, parallel for Storm. Women's NRL for the Roosters. Corbin McGregor. Oh, nice. Leeson Armour for the Warriors, parallel. Kathleen Wharton, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Cameron Murray, parallel for Rabbits. Aiden Tolman, meters gained for the Bulldogs. Couple packets left for this box, guys. Kyle Felt, parallel for Cowboys. Cameron Smith, tackles for Storm. That's box 3. Don't forget we've got 11 boxes in total, guys. 10 out of the case and the extra priority box. Jesse Ramian, parallel for the Sharks. Gavin Cooper, parallel for Cowboys. Tigers club photo redemption card. John Bateman, second rower of the year for the Raiders. Dahlen. Parramatta Eels, club logo checklist. Cooper Cronk, assist for Storm. Women's NRL for the Broncos, Ali Brigginshaw. Women's NRL, Georgia Hale for the Warriors. Master Series, Billy Slater for the Maroons. Lachlan Lewis, parallel for Bulldogs. Meters gained, Paul Gallen for the Sharks. Josh Papali, parallel for Raiders. Chelsea Leonard-Duzzi for the Broncos. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. Jared Croker, try scored for Raiders. Boyd Cordner for the Roosters. Women's NRL, Maddie Studden for the Dragons. Joseph Leilua for the Tigers, parallel. Mitchell Pearce, assist for the Roosters. White Younggun, Reid Mahoney for the Eels. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. Patil Avet Walsh for the Dragons. David Fafita, parallel for Broncos. Sharks redemption card. Latrell Mitchell, Dahlen for the Roosters. Felice Kafusi for the Storm. Isabel Kelly, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Anthony Don, parallel for Titans. And that's the end of box 4, guys. Madison Bartlett, Women's NRL for the Warriors. White Young Guns, Reese Robson for the Cowboys. Rabbitohs checklist, parallel. George Tafua, Manly parallel. Jake Friend, tackles, decade chart busters for the Roosters. Victor Bradley, parallel for the Roosters. Games played, Jared Croker for the Raiders. Andrew Fafita for the Sharks. Jack Whiten, parallel for Raiders. If anyone was wondering, I'll be doing the team randomizer for the other break. Julia Robinson after this. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, all fixed up, so we're right to go. Meg Ward for the Broncos. So if you're in the website break number 40, team randomizer will be after this one, guys. Master Series, Billy Slater, Blake Green, parallel for Warriors. Knights club photo. Benji Marshall, parallel for the Tigers. Roosters club photo. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for Panthers. Women's NRL for the Dragons, Keezy Apps. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for Broncos. Meters gained, James Tarmo for the Cowboys. Cameron Munster, 5'8" of the year, Dahlen for Storm. Mitchell Pearce, parallel for Knights. Women's NRL, Holly Wheeler for the Dragons. Ryan Sims, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Isaac Luke, parallel for the Dragons. Micah Sivo, top try scorer, Dahlen for Eels. Tyrone Roberts, parallel for Titans. Last packet for box 5. Points scored, James Maloney for the Roosters. So this is box 6, guys. We've got a Warriors redemption card. Master Series, Billy Slater for the Storm. Blake Ferguson parallel for the Eels. Women's NRL for the Warriors, Crystal Tamarua. White Young Guns, Zach Lomax for the Dragons. Will Hopewade parallel for the Bulldogs. Aiden Tolman, meters gained for the Bulldogs. Meters gained, Paul Gallen for the Sharks. Jared Croker, points scored for the Raiders. Josh Hodgson, parallel for Raiders. Women's NRL, Julia Robinson for the Broncos. Melbourne Storm, Brendon Smith, Interchange Player of the Year. Danny Levi for Manly parallel. Halfway through box 6. Callum Watkins. Keezy Apps, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Storm redemption card. Sydney Roosters parallel. Women's NRL, Shaylee Bent for the Dragons. Josh Alai for the Tigers. Cooper Cronk, assist for Storm. Payne Huss, parallel for Broncos. Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Jerome Hughes, parallel for Storm. Corbin McGregor, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Billy McGuinness, parallel for the Sharks. Racine McGregor, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Jason Taumalolu for the Cowboys. This is the end of box 6. About to open box 7. Panthers checklist. So remember, we have 11 boxes in total. 10 from the case and the extra priority box. We're over halfway now. This is box 7. Philip Semi, parallel for the Titans. Mitchell Pearce, assist for the Roosters. White Young Guns, Tavita Totola for the Rabbits. Patrick Herbert, parallel for the Warriors. Women's NRL, Kathleen Wharton for the Warriors. Latrell Mitchell, parallel for Rabbitohs. Aiden Tolman for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs club photo. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for Storm. Cameron Smith, points scored for Storm. Women's NRL, Isabel Kelly for the Roosters. John Asiata for the Cowboys. Jonathan Thurston, assists for the Cowboys. Sorry guys, needed a coffee drink. Needed a drink. I can feel the yawns coming. Titans club photo. Latrell Mitchell, Dahlen, Centre of the Year. Stephen Crichton, parallel for Panthers. Women's NRL for the Dragons, Batil Vet Walsh. Georgia Hale, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Billy Slater Master Series. Anthony Milford parallel. Almost at the end of box number 7. Jared Croker, tries scored for Raiders. Heimel Hunt, parallel for Knights. Karina Brown, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Blake Laurie, parallel for the Dragons. Cameron Murray, lock of the year, Dahlen. Joseph Tapine for the Raiders. Chelsea Lenarduzzi for the Broncos. Mitchell Moses, parallel for the Eels. Still here, guys, just cleaning up my base cards. We'll get stuck into box number 8. Raiders redemption card. This is the beginning of box 8, guys. For anyone just joining us, Dragons club photo. Oh, get out. Huh? Oh, almost missed it. Episode Carousel for Panthers. Women's NRL for the Dragons, Brittany Brealey. Broncos checklist parallel. Jake Friend tackles for Roosters. Women's NRL, Tiana Panasani for the Dragons. Adam Dewey, parallel for Tigers. Isaiah Soliola for Raiders. Ken Stephen, medalist. Tyrone Peachy, parallel for Titans. Jared Croker, games played for the Raiders. Payne Haas, Dahlen for Broncos. Edric Lee, parallel for Knights. Zahara Tamara, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Paul Vaughan, parallel for Dragons. Aden Fanua Blake for Manly. James Maloney, games played for the Warriors. Taryn Aiken, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Jake Friend, parallel for Roosters. Master Series, Billy Slater. Adam Blair. Women's NRL, Crystal Rota for the Warriors. White Young Guns, Chanel Harris Tavita for the Warriors. Cody Walker, parallel for Rabbits. Akula Uate, try scored for Knights. Chance Nicole Klokstad for the Raiders. Sean Johnson, parallel for Sharks. Chelsea Baker, Women's NRL for the Broncos. And that's the end of box 8, guys. Got box 9. one more case after this one we have left, and then we have our priority box. Akula Uate, try scored for Knights. Clinton Gufferson, parallel for Eels. Bulldogs photo. Chante Poco, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Jeremy Marshall King, parallel for Bulldogs. James Maloney, games played for the Warriors. James Tedesco, Dahlen medalist of the year for the Roosters. Michael Morgan, parallel for Cowboys. Jessica Sturgis, female player of the year, Dahlen. Raiders club photo. Checklist parallel. Women's NRL, Taryn Aiken for the Broncos. Women's NRL for the Warriors, Crystal Rota. Parallel, Thomas Burgess for the Rabbits. Brian Kelly for the Titans. Titans team photo. Isaiah Yu for the Panthers. Josh Adokar for the Storm. Brittany Brealey, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Tyson Frizzell, parallel for Dragons. Brett Morris, try scored for Dragons. White Young Guns, Ryan Pappenhausen for the Storm. Warriors checklist. Master Series and the Storm. Bataris Boyd parallel for Broncos. Cameron Smith, games played for Storm. Daniel Saifiti for Newcastle. Women's NRL for the Roosters, Samaima Torfa. Women's NRL, Zahara Tamara. And the box 9. Alright, so this is the last. This is the last box for the case, guys. Daly Cherry Evans, parallel for Manly. So if anyone missed it, this is box 10 from the case. Madison Bartlett, Women's NRL for the Warriors. This is our last box out of the case. We have our priority box left to go after this. Alex Johnston, parallel for Rabbits. James Tamo, meters gained for Cowboys. White Young Guns, Kyle Flanagan for the Roosters. Regan Campbell Gillard, parallel for Eels. Women's NRL, Chante Poco for the Warriors. Josh Jackson, parallel for Bulldogs. Andrew McCulloch, tackles made for Broncos. Ken Momalu, Warriors parallel. Redemption card, Cowboys. Tim Glasby, Knights parallel. Women's NRL, Rowan Sims for the Roosters. I think a couple have been found. I'm not 100% sure on that one. James Tedesco, fullback of the year, Dahlen for the Roosters. I've actually been waiting for one to come out in the breaks. I thought that'd be awesome. Ben Hunt for the Dragons. But I'm pretty sure I've seen on one of the other pages that one or two have come out already. Panthers redemption card. Kyle Flanagan for the Roosters. Holly Wheeler, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Master Series, Billy Slater in the Maroons. Corey Thompson, parallel for the Tigers. James Maloney, points scored for the Roosters. Cameron Smith, tackles made for Storm. Hi, mate. Payne Haas, prop of the year, Dahlen. Wade Graham, parallel for Sharks. Few packets left for box 10. Women's NRL for the Broncos, Meg Ward. Parallel for Storm, checklist. We have Samaima Torfa, Women's NRL for the Roosters. And last but not least, Scott Drinkwater, parallel for Cowboys. That's the end of the case, guys. We have the one box of priority left. So I can clean these base cards up. Excuse me. Billy Slater Master Series in the Storm. Isaiah Yu for the Panthers, parallel. Warriors checklist, parallel. Women's NRL, Kira Dibb for the Roosters. Parallel, Thomas Burgess for the Rabbits. Thank you. Rabbitohs club photo. Got to be careful with them when I get to priority box. There's no Dahlen hiding there. Josh Adokar, parallel for Storm. Women's NRL for the Dragons, Tiana Penatani. Alright. Michael Morgan, parallel for Cowboys. James Maloney, points scored for the Roosters, sorry. Aisha Lee Smalley for the Warriors. Brian Kelly, parallel for Titans. Redemption card for the Eels club photo. Tyson Frizzell, parallel for the Dragons. About halfway through on the priority box now. There's only one spot left in break 42. Millie Boyle, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Aiden Tolman, meters gained for the Bulldogs. Clinton Gufferson, parallel for the Eels. We've still got 2 hits to come, at least. There's one. Speak of the devil. Darius Boyd, parallel for Broncos. Tackles made, Cameron Smith for the Storm. Daniel Saifiti for the Knights. Women's NRL, Jessica Sturgis for the Dragons. Nita Maynard, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Jeremy Marshall King for the Bulldogs. Andrew McCulloch, tackles made for the Broncos. And last but not least, should be that. Raiders parallel checklist. Right. So now that we have all our hits out on the table, where are we going going to start? Alright, let's start with our rubies. Oh. Alright, let's start with our rubies, guys. First up, Adam Dewey for the Tigers. Number 4, a nice low number. Peter Walsh. Next up, we have Callum Watkins for the Titans. Number 32. David Nofaluma for the Tigers, number 18. Alright, 42 sold out now, guys. I'll list another one, 44 it will be on Facebook. Heimel Hunt for the Knights, number 9. Yeah, so 44 will mean there's still 6 cases after that left to list. Heimel Hunt. So we are getting down towards the end, guys. We've got a Raiders checklist, Ruby, number 24. Few more rubies to get through, guys. Boyd Cordner for the Roosters, number 6. Blake Laurie for the Dragons, number 1. Oh, nice low one. Ruby for the Dragons, Blake Laurie. Feels like the Ruby's going on forever today, guys. Chad Townsend for the Sharks. Another number 1. Next up, Adam Fanua Blake for Manly. Number 40. One end to the other of the scale. A couple more rubies left. Almost at the end of them. Lachlan Lewis for the Bulldogs. Number 19. And last but not least for the rubies, we have Darius Boyd for the Broncos. Number 3. Not quite number 1, Brendon, but nice low one for you still, mate. Alright, we'll do our Sapphires. First up, Kyle Felt for the Cowboys. Number 4. Next up, Jake Friend for the Roosters. Number 8. Dahlen Zalesniak for the Bulldogs, number 5. Joseph Tapine for the Raiders, number 5. Next up, Edric Lee for the Knights, number 1. Nice low one, Jeremy Wills. Last but not least for the Sapphires is Nathan Peets for the Titans, number 2. For Ben Trim. Alright, we'll do the last of our coloured mojos. Kyle Flanagan for the Roosters, number 5. Jai Arrow for the Titans, number 2. Last but not least, Corey Horsburgh for the Raiders, number 5. We'll do our Dally M's. First off, upside down, Josh Jackson for the Bulldogs, Proven Summons medalist, number 64. Our last one, Cameron Smith, Hooker of the Year, number 54. Alright, what are we going to do next? We'll do our league sensations. White first up. Adam Blair for the Warriors, number 1. Nice low one. Yeah, another number 1. Had a few number 1s in this break, guys. Next up, Corey Oates for the Broncos, number 68. Alright, last but not least for the White, we have Dahlen Zalesniak for the Bulldogs, number 42. Alright, our last league sensations, Black, Adam Reynolds for Rabbitohs, number 25. Alright, next up, redemption card, Chanel Harris Tavita for the Warriors, number 53. Alright, now I don't know what team this is, but I do know it's a signature jersey. We have blue, Clinton Gutherson, road to finals, number 10, Mr. Jeremy Timmins. Alright, let's do our Black Young Guns. Ruben Garrick for Manly, number 36. Brisbane Broncos, Katoni Stags, 67. Next up, Tavita Totola for the Rabbits, number 20. Alright, now the last for our young guns, our white priority, Stephen Crichton for Panthers, number 5. Alright, so we're up to our last open one, and today, well, I know this person already has one of these, but I don't believe this person will complain about having a second one. I'm not sure what number this one or the one they have is, so hopefully we can improve their number for them. Congratulations to the Broncos. Number 5. Well, it's not a better number than what you have, mate, but congratulations on your second black diamond. So I will leave them there for the moment. And I will do the team randomizer, not the team randomizer, sorry. The randomizer for this card. James Tedesco and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. I'll get Dad to check that out and make sure it's all good. Plastic just looks a bit crinkled. I don't think the card's damaged at all, but I'll get Dad to check it out. That's number 55 anyway, Roosters and Warriors. So while we so that's how we basically finished up today, guys. Everyone's got something. So unfortunately it doesn't always happen that way. Today ended up quite good. Case card. I'll let you have a look at that while I set the case card stream up. Roosters and Warriors. Alright, so Roosters and Warriors loaded in 5 times. Here we go. Person at the top after number 3 is the winner. Good luck, guys. Number 2, lucky last. Roosters. Congratulations to Mr. Adam Boase. Oh, not too bad while you're sitting in quarantine, mate. At least you're winning some things. Congratulations, and we'll see you all again soon.